Actually, I think we want to travel to the library here, because our research is over. But that's okay. Anyway, completed forged an item. Let's see what they've done. Okay. So yeah, we get 1 piece of bronze and iron every time we come back. So we can get what we need. Unfortunately, we're still
You still need recruits and you still need money.
Yeah. So really I just need more money.
But you have an artifact sword. Why do you need the other ones?
I don't. It's specifically simplicity wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up.
Is it a much nicer staff than what you have currently?
I think so. But I don't think I care that much. Ron shirt. Interesting. Most of these.
So did you also want to change out your party, or how are things gonna
go? Yeah, let's. The
problem is Verse going to be left behind?
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need? I suppose I'd hate.
Okay, let's grab Verse. Okay, good. Her levels have increased accordingly.
Right, because it would be terrible if you left someone behind and then they were you couldn't use them in later levels.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. Honestly, I think I'm just going to throw health at her. She's a little bit weaker. Okay, duelist. After a kill, strike 3 times. Accuracy when she grazes an enemy. Let's do melee critical hits, damage nearby enemies. Honestly, I'm not actually sure how much I actually want Verse yet, because I don't know how much equipment I'm sitting on to work with. What are these? Knock them over. Taunt. I guess we'll do know that enemy is kind of useful. Increases weapon damage when dual wielding. Graze precision. Graze deflection.
I mean, has it been useful having 2 melee combatants and 2 casters?
Oh,
or
yeah.
would you rather have a lot of casters?
We need the extra casters pretty badly.
No. I'm saying, would you?
Well,
have
no.
casters
The 2 and 2. My bad.
Yeah.
The 2 and 2 is so much more useful. Okay, so bronze dagger. And
what about the sword, the falcata? Is that one-handed?
This one?
Hand? It's one-handed.
Yeah, it's one-handed, but it doesn't quite fit. I try and go for the things with the least amount of negatives.
Oh.
This one also has. Okay, here we go. So Sever's 2-handed. Yeah, so a little bit of DPS, but it reduces the recovery and accuracy pretty hard. Okay, what's this? Blood Chanter. Okay, that's probably for me. Yeah, that seems good. A little bit of armor.
Less recovery and deflection.
Yeah, where's deflection? Is this deflection?
Crit to hit, hit to graze, graze to miss.
Oh yeah, we want deflection over that. That's not useful. That's not useful. Scavenger mask. What about this? Because yeah, I don't want to hurt her deflection too much. Because that's actually kind of handy, and that's for the other one. Yeah, so the problem is, like, we might be able to, Ooh, hi. Forgot about this. We might be able to, like, do 3 casters, but it's hard to say. I like Barrack. He's pretty good.
Oh, I know. Like, I'd always have at least 1 tank. But
this item can be improved with the Spire Forge upgrade. Okay, hold on. Is this?
Well, let's see.
Let's see if I can improve Barrack. Select a weapon or armor from your inventory to upgrade. Yeah!
Ooh, you can actually upgrade his armor.
Yeah, so let's go back. Let's upgrade his main equipment. So this makes it 1 armor. Yeah, so we can pump money into forging up.
I'm just imagining people just hammering stuff onto him or like around him. Just be like, ouch, watch that. Because it's stuck to him. Oh, you received a message from Meothis already.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm repeatedly just upgrading Barrack. Wait, can I upgrade this? No.
No,
Worth-
it just gains.
It was worth a shot. I wanted to see. So is there much of a difference on that? Nah. Seems best that I just repeatedly upgrade his actual body armor.
But you need forge recruits.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna upgrade all of his base equipment. There we go. That'll give him some much needed durability. Unfortunately, we're gonna need more forge recruits and other stuff before we can continue on, but that's fine. I'm just glad that we were able to upgrade him.
What about Meothis? What is she saying?
Oh, right.
On the subject of the spires. Salutations, dude. It is difficult to separate fact from superstition when it comes to edicts, as it seems only Kairos knows how it all works. The rest of us are left to live in fear and ponder it all. Kairos' edicts are a sort of magic above and beyond even the Archons. I dare say the edicts are stronger than Kairos, as there's no evidence Kairos can willingly stop an edict once set into motion, which is, in part, why Kairos' edicts seem to have an until or unless clause in their wording. I know the edict, as powerful as it is, requires a human voice to complete their casting. Thus the Overlord has people like you proclaim edicts cast far from the Imperial throne. The magic is Kairos' magic, but the human voice is the final carrier or trigger to complete the magical phenomenon. You need to scroll down for me.
Sorry.
And here's what's most fascinating, at least as far as you're concerned. There have been dozens of mortal agents who have been made to proclaim edicts. 2/3 of them die within a decade, and many gave reports of lingering mystic scars from the ordeal. And there have also been a handful to resolve or even break an edict. These until and unless clauses get fulfilled from time to time, and we see a similar pattern in history. Those who resolve an edict often live short lives, and many speak of arcane side effects of the shattered edicts. Here's where you're unique. To the best of my fact-finding, you are the first to proclaim and break the exact same edict. Whatever mystical power is involved in the creation and destruction of such magics, you're the first to stand at the terminus of both. Now that I know the spires can be awoken, it makes sense if anything can or would wake them from their slumber. A shattered edict seems the likely culprit. Kairos has other edicts in place throughout the tiers. If you truly wish to learn more, perhaps you should take it upon yourself to shatter those edicts. After all, if Kairos did not wish for the edicts to be broken, why include a termination clause? Meothis.
All right. Oh,
There
right.
was an option to solicit her advice, but
Okay,
she already
sure.
gave it.
Why not? Solicit her advice. My dear Meothis, I appreciate the information. Thank you for sharing. Knowing what you know of my situation, what would you do, dude?
I mean, she's saying break more edicts.
Yeah. Seems decent enough. Let's see, what has he made for me?
More ingot.
Yeah, so these guys will... Oh, hello. The man bows deeply before you. Esteemed Fatebinder dude, with so many hours spent in the forge, we artisans are a bit prone to gossip. Needless to say, the Fatebinder of the Mountain Spire has been a subject of many a conversation while working the bellows. He fidgets with his hammer anxiously for a moment before lowering his voice. If I may be so bold, I have a question for you. What did I say? Ask away. Praxis' eyes light up with the same intensity of the forge behind him. From where does Kairos' power truly stem? Is it from the magic of the edicts? Is it from the Archons, or perhaps from the loyal subjects and their toil?
Ooh, that's hard to say. Archons are the true source of Kairos' power. I'd argue the commoners of the world are the source of Kairos' power. Or edicts are the crooks of... Or are you just going to shrug?
Yeah, I'm probably going to say edicts. Edicts are the crux of Kairos' power. Powerful magic that can shape the very landscape. Gives Kairos dominion over reality. I hadn't considered that. When the winds can be stirred by her very utterance, who's to question her control?
Yeah, that's more hers than hers.
Yeah, I guess people know her gender and we just didn't for whatever reason. Okay. Braxis quietly nods to himself for a moment, almost forgetting you were even there. Ah, I apologize for indulging myself in the philosophical. Is there anything I can do for you? What have you made for me? Alright, we don't have anything. Yeah, recruits can generate items for you while you're gaining experience adventuring in the world.
So is he your first recruit?
No, I have a couple. It's just not all of them do things for me. Necessarily. But yeah, we can warp around in between.
Yeah, I want you to look at the map. It looks like the Scarlet Chorus's lands have what? Didn't they have two?
Yep. The last two, I think. But it could be wrong. Alright, Corpse Eye. I think Corpse Eye has... Yeah, he just picks up equipment, so I'm not particularly interested in what he has. I guess I could sell some stuff. Like to train. Specifically you. She needs dodging. I don't want the rest. Okay. Alright, I forgot. I picked up Lone Fang. Okay. Kenrick. A burly smith draws his arm across his brow and nods to you. Kenrick, smelter. Not quite a master, but, you know, getting there. I've never worked this high up before, he shrugs. First time for everything. Well, let's put you to work making some weapons, shall we? He nods. Let me show you what I have already. Alright, so this guy will randomly make junk for us. Most of it's probably not that useful.
Junk?
But occasionally it might be good. Let's see if he has anything else. Let's see. Okay, Revos. Revos has Sigil of Phasing, nothing else particularly useful.
Yeah.
Okay, Lone Fang.
Oh, it's another beast lady.
Yep.
Human. She flares her nostrils as she parses your scent. What does human who smells of mud iron blood want from Lone Fang?
Okay, so she's the one that makes food for us. Which is not super helpful, but still. But yeah, so the people that work for us will randomly generate resources for us along the way.
And is that when they get a little spiral around them?
Yeah. So we get food, camping supplies, the occasional weapon. Let's see, state of research. Okay, I'm happy to say I've made great progress. He beams at you and exhales a welcome breath. Allow me to show you my findings. So we get
Scroll.
recipe, Azure Bell. So we need Spire Infirmary, and we also get some scrolls. Okay, I want you to research something. So we need more recruits for these. So I guess we'll just keep doing this for the time being. Okay, does Velos have anything for me? Okay, I guess I already collected everything. It's a collective thing. Arenia. She has just the axes she had before. I wonder if they, I wonder what makes them cycle their stock. Explosive. Nah. Sadly, I want staves that actually give me bonuses.
Yeah.
And almost all of them are just for auto-attacking, and I definitively spend as little time auto-attacking as I possibly can. Okay, here we go. This is what we're here for.
Lore.
It's starting to get expensive, but it's totally worth it. Because not only does it give us experience, it also levels us, experience and lore, it also levels us up. Which is super helpful. Let's start getting damage. Unfortunately, my spell cooldowns are more than a little long. Okay. So I have defense, shield, shield slam. Most of these are kind of meaningless. Power. Oh, wait, no, this is for melee damage. I thought power would be associated with other things. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're going down the leadership tree. Extra weapon set? No. No. Quick item slot. Consumables. The one we want is... It's one of these. Ah, this one. Arbiter of Knowledge. Additional spell slots to everyone in the party. Most of these are kind of useless for me. But whatever. Mark last. I guess we'll do Bandolier for the time being. Not super helpful, but whatever. Okay, and then I think we're good. Alright. Oh, I see. We're paused. That's why the game was not moving on us. Alright, so let's go back here. We're going to Iron Hearth, I believe. Let me double check. What's this quest tell me to go to? Broken Spear.
Well, that's the Lion's Crossing.
Return to Kalos. I'm assuming Kalos is in Iron Hearth. If he's not, I guess we'll find out. Or not, I don't know. Alright, so we do actually have a little bit of extra other things that we need to do along the way here.
Like?
Remember how we had the 2 trials? I want to see if we can pop over and...
what trials?
The 2 people that were being accused, the Scarlet Chorus.
Oh, well, what do you want to decide?
Well, I wanted to see if we had any new options now that we've been through the area.
Well, really, it was just, do you let the Scarlet Chorus join the disfavored and risk him ruining their unity or not following orders or whatever?
I don't know. Well, anyway, we've also got this quest to turn in. This is the side quest we were looking at. So, greetings. Have you dealt with that troublesome lieutenant yet? I killed the Scarlet Chorus lieutenant. Indeed you have, and well done. One less reason for me to look over my shoulder. Here you go, fair payment for a job well done. He passes you a loop of rings.
So you can either use your subterfuge to get even more rings, or you can just
let's not do it
for a while. Yeah, you might get some wrath with the disfavored then.
Yeah, I don't want to pick up extra wrath.
So
not that it would help or hurt,
that one
but still.
here is: do you let him join, or do you have him and his crew just serve as like indentured slaves? For
We've also
defecting?
got Verse with us this time.
Oh.
That might change stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna just zip through pretty quick. See if there's anything new. Okay.
So they had killed his boss, right? Or he had killed his boss.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
left.
so I'm just gonna read this out loud. So
This person comes
so what
representing.
happened? So he was with the Grinning Bleeders. They have a long and storied reputation in the Scarlet Chorus ranks. Killers of the highest order. My gang. He puffs up his chest with pride. Before I was the boss here, I ran with the Broken Shits, the Salty Nightmares, and the Trap Game. Everyone made a name for themselves during the war.
Oh, that's interesting. So Versus here. Wait, I thought we had her around for this.
Oh,
because
maybe we did?
You made up those last 2 gangs and don't even bother
you know what?
denying
We
it.
probably had Verse with us the first time we came through here. And then we got kills in Shadow. And then... Okay.
Wait, when Eyebrow snaps to attention, what?
Oh. When Verse calls him out, he's just like, so kind of you to chime in with corrections. Anyway. So yeah, he wants to join the disfavored, which is out of the question. Explain the numerous reasons why I can't allow it. The wretch won't listen. Do you want me to decide on the matter? Let's see.
What are Kairos' laws regarding this, though? We've never heard them.
Says nothing, just Kairos. Okay.
So they just want to fight. They just want to fight with the disfavored. The disfavored don't want them because they're worried that they're going to backstab them too.
Yeah, well, no, the disfavored just don't take anybody that isn't a straight-up northerner.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. So...
But yeah, why this interest in the disfavored?
Sure. Better training, quarter, iron weapons, disfavored have everything we want to join out of the military. Serve Kairos, asking too much. Alright.
Yeah, why did they leave the chorus?
Why'd they leave the chorus? The old boss fell. Realized the disfavored have a better life in this. And that's it. Okay.
Okay,
Ready
so
to
he
make a
says that like
ruling.
he's boasting. Oh, so she thinks that he may have killed the boss. So you can choose to execute the guy. You can tell him to just be a civilian. You can have him work for the disfavored, but not as a disfavored warrior. He can do hauling wagons and digging latrines, just like Alfonso had said. So none of the options are really in favor
Oh yeah, no.
of the Scarlet Chorus at this point.
No, they don't. I Alright, as far as role-playing goes, number 1 is actually pretty close to...
But the thing is...
He's a deserter from the military.
But he's the deserter from the bad military. Remember, it was the Scarlet Chorus that started the fight with the disfavored. And isn't the Scarlet Chorus not even serving Kairos anymore? They're just some sort of weird...
Yeah. The weird part is I think they're still kind of with Kairos, but not. And we're investigating both ends, but we're mostly investigating from
But
the
if they're
disfavored.
fighting each other, they're no longer serving Kairos' interests.
Yeah.
So, I don't think they deserve death. At the same time, they can work as civilians. Well, they can be civilians, which means they have no duty to either army. Or you can have them work for the disfavored, but as grunts.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't give them the glorious lifestyle that they had wanted being a soldier on the front. What do you think?
Is Halfway is Dead the guy that we
We never fought with him or against him earlier, I don't believe.
I thought for a second Halfway is Dead was the guy. Remember that female? No, I was thinking.
No, the other guy was blonde.
Okay, yeah, because there's that female gang member.
That we sided against with the blonde dude, but no, the other guy was blonde. This guy has black hair. You know, most of these guys are just heavily painted and have mohawks and beards of various types.
What do you think? Because I don't think civilians would work. 3? We are thinking way too hard about this.
Fine. I don't think they deserve to die, but I don't think they'd be happy
Okay.
as civilians.
Sure, I consign you to hard labor, hauling wagons, digging latrines. But that's a waste of our talent. We could shed so much blood for the disfavored.
I agree. It's a waste, but these fools should have known better than to turn coat. It always bites you in the ass eventually. Horde maggot, you occupy space and eat our food. Don't presume to complain about your treatment. Fatebinder, thank you. We could all learn from your practical, calculating approach.
Alright, and that got us favor with Blood and Mark.
Really, it did?
Yeah, it did. I don't know how much. Fair amount, actually.
Blood and Mark is impressed by your feisty words, impressed by your cunning ways, or...
Yeah.
Is that just the cunning, or what?
I don't know. I think it's just us being fair and right. You know, it's kind of making sure that we're not, you know, screwing around. Alright.
Okay, so this is Fox Trick, or thanks for coming back again. Or back around. Any chance of lending a hand with my case? The disfavored aren't what you'd call compromising folk.
Okay, problem from the beginning.
Yeah, soldiers caught me outside the old walls. Oh, this is when she was near the old walls. Her gang went into the old walls and...
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try any idea where they are.
I like the attitude. If I had a mind to recruit, she would be my second or third. So she thinks that she isn't worth killing.
Yeah. Ready to make a judgment. Hey, we get a lore option.
Yeah,
which is
so
great.
Yeah, you could don't trust your testimony, or if you weren't in the old walls, you weren't in the old walls, I rule in your favor, or at the very least the evidence is insufficient.
Yeah, I'm going with number 3.
You just want more lore, even though that will get you some wrath with the disfavored, maybe?
Probably not too much.
Okay.
We can afford it. And honestly, usually the lore ones are generally the better options anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But that's only a lore of 25.
Still, it's a little bit of lore experience. And it's better than no experience. Mm-hmm. So, at the very least, the evidence is insufficient to prove the charges. You're free to go.
Gain wrath with the disfavored, gain favor with the Scarlet Chorus.
Not much. Actually, the Scarlet Chorus are pretty okay with me. It's mainly just,
shrewd,
voices in her eye.
Fatebinder. Very shrewd. I think you'll do just fine. Legal technicalities are my favorite kind. Go rejoin the war effort with a new gang, recruit, start your own if you have a mind to. That's an order. Yes, ma'am. If you were gathering a force, I'd kill my way into your good graces. Pity I have to settle for less. You see, what's happening is Verse is essentially saying, okay, you're free to go and start new gangs to
Yeah, but like
fight against the
if you
disfavored.
notice, we're at like max favor and barely any wrath with the disfavored. I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Okay, this goes against my orders and my reason, but I cannot argue with the ruling of Tunan's agent. I'll let you go. Try and stay out of trouble.
I'll stay out of the old walls, but that's all I can promise.
Alright, there we go. Let's see. I don't remember if there's much that I wanted to buy or sell here. I think the merchant's up here. I'm gonna just take a short look, see if they've got any new spells. I know you hate shopping in this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Osmia.
Oh, wait. No, never mind. I think we already interacted with Osmia and did whatever Osmia wanted to do. Maybe it's this guy. There we go.
Show me your wares.
It'd be really nice if this was actually marked. Anyway, looks like the answer is a big fat nope.
So are we gonna go back to what's his name?
Yeah, we're going up here and we're gonna go talk to him because we have to give him the Stalwart insignia before we can continue into
to see if his daughter is still with the one guy, Graven Ash.
Fatebinder, you return. There's through his congenial smile, you just barely detect that Ash is wincing.
Uh-oh, is someone in...
Yeah.
He's in pain.
Is something wrong, Archon? Nothing I can't handle. The war takes a toll on everyone it touches. But in my case, the price can be heavier than most. He rises to full height and dismisses your concerns with an authoritative shrug of his shoulders. But never mind that. You didn't come here to hear about an old man's aching joints. We have a realm to subjugate, and people to break under the disfavored banner.
I don't like that terminology. People to break.
I'll take it. What is it you require? I've returned from the old wall's breach. And killed the leader of the Unbroken, I understand. You've accomplished much in the name of the Legion, and devotion is a quality that I praise in my soldiers. The Unbroken will no doubt elect another rotted scarecrow to represent their interests. We had best subdue the rest of this realm before they have time to recover from the loss. He strokes his beard and ponders. You put much at stake in plumbing those ancient ruins. Though these lands are not wholly subjugated under the Empire, we are still beholden to Kairos' laws against entering the old walls. I appreciate that you take such risks on my Legion's behalf. We can only hope that this mad scramble for heirlooms furthers the goals of the conquest. I suspect that even the mighty Tunon would forgive our transgression if the war depended on it.
Oh, so he's just saying that, yeah, you weren't supposed to go into the old walls for the relic, but we need it.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I recovered this steadfast
are you
insignia.
sure? Do you think this will mean trouble is an option that you don't have?
Oh, I mean, we could ask it. Okay, do you think this will mean trouble? Not for me. I would have you go to the ends of Terratus if it meant bringing down the voices in Herat, and that includes the old walls. If Tunon takes offense to your actions, then I leave you and the Adjudicator to sort out your differences. Oh, so he's not backing me up on this one, jerk. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I recovered the steadfast insignia, which should allow us to pass the wind wall. The Unbroken were crafty to think that one of their regent heirlooms would circumvent Kairos' magic, and we will reap the benefits of their foresight. And the last of the regions will die, and the Edict of Storms will be dispelled. The subjugation of Stalwart is nearly complete. Let's see. I'm ready.
So that one's just boasting.
Yeah, this is just being a dick.
Okay.
So I'm ready to see if this old trinket gets us through Kairos' storms. Okay. I'm dispatching 2 forces to Sentinel stand, one led by the Iron Guard Rumelon, and one by Commander Demetrius. Demetrius. We are closer to breaching Sentinel stand than we've ever been. If you have questions, voice them now. Otherwise, I anticipate your victory against the Unbroken and the recovery of my daughter. Let's see.
I mean, it's just asking about the disfavored, about your connection to your soldiers. So why don't we ask number 2?
Okay. Tell me about the connection with your soldiers. Every member of the disfavored is as precious to me as family. Their bloodlines are known and respected, their performance in combat beyond every expectation, and I would go to any length in their service. They call me General or Archon, yet I consider myself a servant and guardian of these excellent women and men. But I suspect that isn't what you intended to hear, There is a deeper connection still, but to appreciate it, you must understand our history, my rebellion, and my rise to power.
Ooh, story time. Graven Ash, Archon of Wars, capable of shielding his
Oh,
soldiers
we already
from
know about
injury
this
and
one.
fatigue.
We've already read this multiple times. Ah.
Wait, there isn't...
There's no time for it. Well, do we try it? Or do we just come back later? Let's come back later. That's kind of...
I don't like saying the old man.
Yeah, it's kind of dick move. So let's get out of here. And I've got it on fast move. Hey, he leveled up.
Barrick have something to say.
Yeah, and we upgraded him, his stuff. Oh yeah, we should see if he has something to say.
We should see if Verse has something to say about Barrick.
we could check and see. Okay, so we still haven't gotten onto this.
It's weird how they're half siblings.
I'll get that.
Now, did he say that his father left to have Verse with his mom? Well, with the lady.
Verse
Her
was
mom.
a product of an affair. Because I think his father was like a...
His father was a northerner.
Yeah, a northerner, but like a soldier. Like a normally honorable one, I think. And he slept with... Apparently Verse's parents were supposed to be like... Or mother was at least supposed to be somewhat wealthy. Because didn't she talk about being in a like tower and stuff? And hello.
She talked about having a bird.
Brought this upon us. Yeah. This guy Blade coughs a couple of times and clears her throat. Oh, never mind.
It's a lady. You. We underestimated the forces of Kairos. A smile plays at the edges of her lips. You will, too.
I'm looking forward to helping them stamp out the rest of you.
I hope you bleed. She growls and her eyes roll back as she succumbs to her wounds.
Radio then. Well, she's dead. Ooh, hi.
But who came here in advance? The advanced patrols? Did they get in?
I don't know. Alright, so you're gonna charge in. You're gonna charge in. You're going to cast... Start with Ice Spike on that guy, then I'll do Aura. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're in fast mode. I forget about that. Well, I guess what I can always do is just, Oh. Had her an alt. I forget that alt is stealth versus not. Whatever. It'll be fine. This guy goes down quick. Yeah, I know you like fast mode.
I could see it being difficult to line up spells.
It is really hard to line up spells. Like, if I was just an auto attack type character, it wouldn't be so bad. But because I spend so much of my time... Oh, hey, we can loot this person's corpse.
They have, like, a potion or something?
Yeah.
What was that? And there are disfavored that have been here.
Yep. Yeah, so we might as well check along these walls for a bit. I don't know if we're actually through the storm yet. Like, I was kind of hoping that there would be, like, a
calm. Oh, hey. That's like a stone shaper.
Okay. Let's do... Hey, doesn't he have a new special move?
I don't know.
Oh, it's this one. Stalwart Surge.
Not in combat, though.
Oh, we're not in combat yet. Okay, we'll have to wait on that. Alright. Let's have him go for that. Her go for here. You... So this is me, yeah? There we go.
Now, I know that Keith was talking about how he had actually joined the Voices of Narat.
Yeah, and he said he was really unhappy with that choice.
I mean, it seems like the disfavored are the hurrah, you know, let's do our duty, and...
Yeah, well, the disfavored are immediately likable for the most part because ultimately they are committed to their task. Even if they're a little bit on the, maybe overly... do we
Zealous.
say jingoistic?
Ooh. Wait, what? Jigo? What?
Jingoistic.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, they're very much about, like, you know, for our country. Well, maybe not jingoistic. I don't know, racial purity. But it's not that they necessarily are there to wipe out other ethnicities, races, or whatever.
They seem to dislike inbreeding, though.
Yeah, they're just like, we are the superior race, and we will subjugate everybody else, which I guess is still pretty bad, but it's not nearly as much as, like, ethnic cleansing. Anyway, thank you for your help, Fatebinder. The soldier salutes you. What's going on? We've been cut off from our lieutenant, Rumelon. He dusts himself off a bit. She said that she was trying to secure the bridge before they figure out how to push past the wind wall. He glances over his shoulders and frowns. The Unbroken won't stop until they've pushed our troops from Sentinel Stand. They must know that we're close to breaching Kairos' magic. He nods and sets his jaw. Back to the fray then. Graven Ash protects. Alright, well, that was simple. Alright, does look like we've got some goodies to loot here. On this side and the other side.
I don't know if that side's accessible.
We have to come back. Like, that'll be
so
after we
haven't reached the magic yet. We're fighting our way
yeah,
to
so this is
the magic.
this is actually where we were the first time around, but maybe pulled back a little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, we couldn't.
Yeah, because, right, this guy was up here, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? No,
Maybe.
no, he was
Well,
on a
that's
different
the
section of
sands.
wall.
That's the sands right there.
Yeah, we're approaching from a different angle than last time. I don't know exactly what angle it's supposed to be, but still. Okay, so we've got whatever that is. I'll take a look at it in a second.
This is interesting. So that's Rumelon. Oh, she has blonde hair. Don't let those dogs cross the bridge. If the Unbroken breach Sentinel Stand before we do, I'll have every one of you vermin flogged bloody while the great general watches. Iron Guard Rumelon grimaces and worries her throat, raw from barking orders over the fury of the storm. I'm not reporting to Ash unless we take Sentinel Stand, and that goes for everyone in my unit. We don't see Ironhearth, and we don't see home until our mission is complete. She pumps her fist twice in the air, and her soldiers reflexively mirror the gesture. Janos, huh?
Rally to that talking pillar of iron. Janos weaves his weapon to direct the Unbroken. She can't hold the might of Stalwart back from our seat of power.
I wonder if you had Hunter, if you would just like shoot him in the head with an arrow or something. That'd be weird.
Possibly.
You, once again, you're given the option to betray the Alliance.
Let's see. I'm here to remind these Unbroken that Stalwart belongs to Kairos.
Wait, what was that whole last line about the fellow soldiers thing?
Yeah, you don't often see scouts giving orders to soldiers.
That would have been a funny one.
Sorry. I just like this one because it's so jovial. It's just like... I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I'm still surprised they're giving you
Betray Alliance options? Yeah. It's weird and I don't really like it.
For Kairos and Ash. Rumelon pumps her fist in the air. Glad to see a new ally in the field. We're regrouping on the far side of this bridge. Clean up the Unbroken mess here and join us.
What? You're not going to help us? Alright, whatever. See you later, I guess. Well, there goes my entry advantage. Now I'm in front. Never mind, not so much in front. Alright, well, seeing as we don't have the entrance going.
I mean, I do like the whole, man, this isn't getting anywhere.
Yeah, it would make sense, but betraying the Alliance...
Betraying the Alliance doesn't make sense at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely pointless.
I would like to see what became of Amelia. If she was treated poorly, then I'm like, yeah, you guys are vermin. Like, I'm still worried that she's, like, pregnant or something, and Ash is going to have to kill his own grandson or daughter to ensure that... Because they would be the new regent.
Yeah, they would be.
And the whole point of this Edict of Storms was that only when the last regent dies does it end.
Yep.
So, like, the fact that she might still be alive after, what, 2-3 years? How long has it been?
A while. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and how he's been feeling, like, weird pain from her. Like,
Yeah, more connected to her than ever. Yeah, either that, or I don't know actually.
I'm thinking she might be having.
Yeah,
a baby.
I've been expecting that this entire time too. But I don't know. These guys hurt a lot more than usual.
Because then what are we gonna do? Is Ash gonna have to kill the child? Are we gonna have to decide whether or not we kill the child?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What would you do? Would you want to end the edict or figure that since the regents and their family are done that this region is toast anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, could people even rebuild here?
That was a lot of weird damage.
Oh, didn't they say that this place used to be really nice and pretty?
Oh yeah,
That
used
it
to
had
be gorgeous.
rivers and grasslands and...
Oh, interesting. This one can't be cast on anybody at all. Wow, I have actually run out of spells here for the time being. That does not happen often. There we go. That makes this easier. Yeah, these guys hurt. Then again, like usual, I didn't manage to kill the javelin throwers in a particularly short order.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay,
Alright.
well, they let the bridge down.
They did, however, we've got people to loot and things to do.
There's loot off to the left.
Yeah, we got loot off the left. I want to see what this is.
A rocky slope. Several bold... Climb down?
I'll do that in a hot second. I wanted to go get the loot over here at the very least. Whatever it is. There it is. Ooh, fancy. It's purple. Oh, I see. That's how we get to this loot down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got a high enough athletics, we can climb down and get whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
Yep. This is why I've been training athletics. Not that it's, like, really that necessary. Oh. And this gets us a ramp to scale up over here.
Apparently those people didn't have athletics.
No. Alright, how do I...
Are they stuck under the bridge, though?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, interesting point. There's got to be... Oh, there's a ramp over
There's
here
a ramp
to get
over
down.
there.
Oh, hi. We have spare people fighting over
People
here.
to fight and walls and traps. There's traps to your right.
I'm gonna get that quick.
Yeah, but that last spellcaster might croak.
Alright. Yeah, he's injured.
I really like cellos.
Oh, they're so good. Okay, I was gonna have Verse come all the way back here. There we are. I kind of get the feeling that Earthshaker is screwed, but I have...
Like, maybe if I were to go back in time and choose a different string instrument, I would have chosen cello. But we had a lot of family members that played violin. So, and you know how with orchestras there's always a disproportionate number of higher instruments and then the deeper ones are fewer in number?
Oh, yeah.
Also, like a decent cello costs like twice as much as a violin, or you know what I mean? Just because of the sheer scale.
I actually do not know too much about musical instruments and their pricing. I've never really looked into it. Because I guess part of it is like I never had a whole lot of interest in learning a musical instrument. Like I tried drums for a little while, but
One thing that I would love to get would be to get electric instruments.
I tried that. I don't know.
No, like ones where you can practice, but like plug yourself into it.
Oh,
so
so
that,
you can record it and put it into a thing, probably.
well, so that you can listen to it without making a sound for other people. Is that possible? I don't know.
I guess? Yeah. Okay, anyway. I think this is a woman. This is a woman.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's clear why Tunan chose you for the highest office. With you on our side, the North will win out before long.
Let's see. I'll make sure to... the glory of the disfavored is known far and wide.
You lead the charge. We'll stay here and make sure the enemy doesn't try anything while your back is turned.
Okay. So this nets us a hammer. And looks like there's more stuff, but it's inside. Okay. So let's go back. Wait, nope. There's also loot in this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just trash loot. Oh. Oh, there's
Also
more.
spears and stuff.
Yep.
Huh.
Alright. Glad I double checked. I do feel like the game is starting to really dump like goodies on us. I kind of appreciate it though. It's a nice it's nice to actually finally have some gear to use. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, hey, there's
Secret down there.
special rubble on
Yep.
the other side.
Addendum added, making a stand. The Unbroken and Disfavored are fighting for control of Sentinel Stand. Make your way to the war zone and pierce the tornado's wall of wind. Use the steadfast insignia to disrupt the rust storm. Okay, betting there's more people fighting up in here.
Well, it looks like Ramalan again.
Nope.
No?
Looks like it's free and clear. Okay.
There's also a well. I wonder what would be
Yeah,
down
there's
the well.
several interesting things we can take a look at here. First, I'm going to get all the loot. Because I bet messing with the well might actually give us a second way in or something. Like, let's check it while we're here. Dry well. Force the wheel.
Okay.
Bring up the bucket or workaround. What do we want? Force or...
Fashion a bypass to the rusted parts to raise the bucket, or what's the other one?
Brute force to force the wheel to turn and bring up the bucket.
Why don't we make sure...
Workaround?
Yeah.
Workaround!
Well,
We got something. Maybe it was that?
no, no, no.
Yeah, it looks like it was that potion, because I don't think that was there earlier. Either way, I'm not seeing it do anything.
Was it not good enough?
I don't know, we can go back and double check it in a second.
Because I was thinking that if you tried to brute force it, you'd break it, and then you would never get the bucket up.
See, the moat that once encircled Sentinel Stand has long since succumbed to the harsh environment. Standing water and patches of moist dirt are all that remain.
Trap detected.
Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sentinel Stand Keep was once a proud and imposing structure. Now it stands in mere shadow of its former glory. Okay, there we go. We get a mace. I'll do item management later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much later.
My Stalwart had surrendered years ago. Such needless carnage.
Hey. Oh, Trial of Archons.
Oh, Tunon is displeased with the chaos that emerged from Vendrian's well.
This is the
Okay.
evidence stuff.
Oh, more evidence.
Yeah, so we just got an order.
Killed sages who were recruited to the Scarlet Chorus. They sent civilian to trespass with the Blade Grave, Old Walls. Oh, that was the dude that was forced in there that died.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
But
The Voices in Arat was feeding the Stalwart defenders disfavored battle plans during the conquest.
mm-hmm.
So that's what we just picked up down here. Some
I see.
evidence. Let's see. Reason battle caused this distraction, or it's been here for a while. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
So I want to check the well one more time and then see
Yeah,
about
I'll check the
wind
well
wall?
a second time. It looks, whatever it was, I think it was that crate, but I could be wrong. Let's
Oh.
talk to Ruma.
I
Alright.
appreciate your help, but there's still the matter of this rust storm. Our troops won't be able to advance until the tornado is dispatched once and for all.
Show the steadfast insignia. I was told this artifact might clear the path through the storm.
That thing? Looks more like a cloak pin from here. But these winds haven't been kind to my eyes. She nods towards the wind wall. If it can get us through the storm and into the heart of Sentinel Stand, I won't question the will of Kairos. Lead on, Fatebinder.
You know what would have actually been kind of an interesting alternative to this game? If your character actually had the option of never saying anything to anyone. Let's try and take a closer look into the storm. Okay, this thick clumps of dirt and rusted iron blocks most of your view from the storm. You can vaguely make out the silhouette of
A structure.
a distant structure, which can only be the inner keep of the Sentinel Stand. Okay, steadfast insignia.
Ah, I'm Moses. Well, we're sort of. Except instead of water, it's wind.
The wind wall parts as you hold the steadfast insignia aloft. Dust and debris swirl around a cone-shaped absence projected before you, which stretches into a tunnel of breathable air. The insignia's jewels begin to glow brightly, as if invigorated by this parting of the winds. Whatever dormant state the artifact occupied, it is now awake and full of new potential, should you desire to use it. Alright, so we now have it, and we should... Oh wait, let's talk to Rumaluma. Yep, nothing.
We'll keep up your rear.
Alright, and we continue forward. It'll be interesting to see what's inside the walls.
I'm interested to see what happened with the Regent and Amelia.
Yeah, is there anybody even alive in here?
Curious how that artifact left the path open behind us. Others are likely to follow in our footprints.
Okay, the walls of this keep have been beaten and chipped away by both the storm and bitter clash between the disfavored and the unbroken. Oh, and we have the Regent... Yeah, okay. So
those are the Regent's guards.
Yep.
How are they able to survive in this... Like,
they probably had supplies.
How many supplies?
I don't know.